Hello YouTube, B3 here back with another kicking action figure review. Today's review is the final single figure in the Amazing Spider-Man 2 Marvel Infinite Series line with the Build-A-Figure Green Goblin, Ultimate Green Goblin. It is Black Cat, the only female figure in the line. And I don't have a lot of female Marvel figures, so I'm glad they got her. And I say she's the only female Marvel figure, but there's also Spider-Girl, who I would have preferred to have, personally. But, you know, variants, running changes, Hasbro. But yeah, I did manage to get my hands on the Black Cat. A buddy of mine picked her up for me for 20 bucks, paid him back. He also hooked me up with the Carnage, so the two hardest to find ones he found for me. Thanks, buddy. But, she's a really cool figure. She uses the Moonstone mold for female figures, which is a pretty hot mold, I gotta say. And I'm not upset that I couldn't find the Spider-Girl, because I like having Black Cat. I mean, I liked Black Cat even before, you know, puberty and stuff. I thought she was cool in the Spider-Man animated series from the 90s. But it's a really neat figure. First up, I'll show your accessories. She has this whip with a cat claw on the end that she holds in this hand here. So there is a look at that. And then here is the figure itself. Black Cat, Felicia Hardy, I believe was her name. Haven't read much of Black Cat recently, except one issue of Superior Spider-Man where she was there for 5 seconds. But head was off easily. Not a bad thing though, to be totally honest. She doesn't get a lot of forward and back, but since you can pop the head off easily, you can kind of turn her head more than you would normally be able to, because her head is kind of popped up to do that, and you pop it back down when you turn her around. So you can turn her head more thanks to the fact that it can pop off, which is great because she has this magnificent hair here. But she's got up and down on the arms, no bicep joint, which is kind of blows, but elbow bend and, you know, rotation there. And she has like this side-to-side movement on the hands and rotations also. Kitten's got claws. And then this pretty awesome joint here on the torso. Works really well for her. No waist joint or anything. Forward and back on the legs, in and out on the legs. Rotation there. Double knee bend. And on the foot we have up and down. And also an ankle pivot. It's kind of, the feet are kind of loose though, so she's not really standing too well for me. She was standing earlier, but you guys saw that. But yeah, you know, she has some pretty good articulation. I don't see why female Marvel characters have to have less articulation than the guys, because, you know, my Spider-Man have waist joints and all kinds of other stuff, bicep joints. But yeah, I wish she had a little more articulation, but other than that, she's pretty good. She has a great sculpt on her, as you can see here. That mask is sculpted on there, looking good. The hair looks fantastic. The white with all the blue in it. It's just this magnificent mane right here. It's great sculpt. They carry that blue to the hair on the gloves, on the boots, and on her cleavage here, which is also pretty hot. And they have a little ring there. And the claws, she actually does have claws on her hands. Don't know if you can see them. Probably better on this hand. She has cat claws. Really good. Just nice black body all around. Feet. But yeah, I'm probably gonna have to lean her on some other figure because my figure has very loose feet. So she's not. Oh, now she's standing. There she goes. Yeah, her feet are kind of loose. Not both feet. It's just the left foot. The right foot's fine. My left foot's just really loose. But, yeah, so how about now we get into some size comparisons. Here's Black Cat with two Spider-Man figures, both from the same wave as her. You have the Superior Spider-Man on the left and the Amazing Spider-Man 2 on the right. So, yeah, very cool. You can reenact the scene with her and Superior Spider-Man from the comic, or you can put her with this Spider-Man who can work as a comic Spider-Man. I also hear a rumor that Black Cat's going to be in the Amazing Spider-Man 2. I personally don't believe it. Felicia Hardy might be in the Amazing Spider-Man 2, but Black Cat I don't feel will be in it. We already have 3 villains in Spider-Man and etc. I have a lot in there already, even though the Rhino's only giving me to film for 4 minutes, and I'm obviously filming this before the movie comes out. But I think she scales up well with both of them. They were great. She's about the same height as them, but she also has heels on, and, you know, she's a tough gal. She's got this. So, yeah. Now here she is with some other Marvel Legends. First up, how about a villain? On the left there we have the Lizard from the Amazing Spider-Man line. The original, of course. And I think it's a good scale. He's bigger than her. Good to go. And then here on the right we have Kane, the second Scarlet Spider. And I think they scale up just fine too. So yeah, you know. Got all that. And since she scales up well with Kane, she's going to scale up well with your Future Foundation and Big Time Spider-Man as well. And I would show her with another female character, but all my other female Marvel characters are Marvel Universe. Yeah, I just have more Marvel Universe stuff than I do Legends. I really only get Spider-Man figures for Legends anymore, and everyone else I get is Marvel Universe or whatever. Yeah. So, she scales up well with your other Legends. And here she is with the Amazing Spider-Man from Marvel Select. I can't really get to my Ultron right now. I'm moving around a lot of figures and stuff, and he's buried. But she doesn't scale up well with him. And the Ultron and some of the bigger Marvel Legends, you might be able to... Not Marvel Legends, Marvel Selects, you might be able to work her with. But not this Spider-Man, you know. Some of the larger Marvel Selects, you know, there's like a gray area, but not really doing well with Spider-Man here. So all in all, what do I think of the Marvel Legends Infinite Series Black Cat figure from the Amazing Spider-Man 2 Ultimate Green Goblin Build-A-Figure wave? She's awesome. You know, she's a really cool figure. I'm glad this whole line exists, actually. It's a very, very good wave overall. Loved it. Some of the best Marvel Legends I've ever owned. Straight up. And she's a great figure. I wish she had more articulation, and that her one foot joint wasn't super loose, but other than that, she's great. She's a great figure. Got great paint apps, surprisingly. Good articulation, even though, you know, I wish there were a few more points. Scale's great. I gotta give her 4 out of 5 stars, to be totally honest. I mean, all I can think of is that articulation. I don't really see anything else wrong with her. But yeah, 4 out of 5 stars, you guys. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the links in the description below. Other YouTube channels of other YouTube users. Also my other channels. The Slender Happening, my horror drama suspense channel. Super Friends Benefits, my gaming channel. And Beat 3 Productions, my main channel. Lots of other action figure stuff on there too, guys. Check it out. Also be sure to check out the FIGPLA podcast. We'll talk about action figures and stuff there too. Comic books and whatnot. You can listen to that podcast in the link below. Or you can check it out on the Beat 3 Productions channel also. Also Facebook, Twitter, we'll follow you back on Twitter, and lots of other cool stuff on there, you guys, like the last review and whatnot. So yeah, check it all out, you guys. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. 4 out of 5 stars, and I'll see you all later. Thanks for the support.